What if the reason you feel alone isn't because you're losing people, but because you're finally losing the version of yourself they were attached to? Because if you found yourself questioning why certain relationships suddenly feel heavier, why conversations that often felt effortless now leave you exhausted, why rooms you've occupied for years suddenly feel unfamiliar, this chapter isn't here to convince you that something is wrong with you. It's here to reveal what may be happening beneath the surface. Before you knew your favorite color, before you understood purpose, before you had language for identity, you learned something much older. You learned how to stay loved. Every child enters the world with two instincts: to survive and to belong. So you watched. You noticed which emotions made people uncomfortable, which dreams were laughed at, which opinions created distance, which parts of you received affection, and which parts quietly disappeared. Without anyone needing to explain it, you adapted. Not because you were weak, because you were intelligent. Survival has always been an extraordinary teacher. Children become fluent in emotional climates long before they become fluent in language. Some became the peacemaker, some became the achiever, some became invisible, some became responsible for everyone else's emotions. Some learned that love arrived only after performance, and little by little, adaptation became identity, until the mask no longer felt like something you wore. It felt like your face. There comes a strange moment in healing. Nothing dramatic happens. No explosion, no grand revelation, only a quiet exhaustion. You realize you're tired, not physically, spiritually. You become tired of translating yourself into versions that make everyone else comfortable. You notice how often you apologize for existing, for needing, for changing, for taking up space, for hearing. You hear yourself shrink before you've even spoken. You smile when your spirit wants silence. You agree when your soul whispers no. You stay because leaving feels selfish. You carry everyone else while quietly abandoning yourself, and one day you simply cannot do it anymore. Healing doesn't always make your life easier. Sometimes it makes your old life impossible. The conversations that once entertained you begin to feel empty. The roles you once mastered begin to suffocate you. The places that once felt like home begin to feel like costumes you've outgrown. Nothing around you has changed, but you have, and suddenly everything looks different. Here's the truth few people speak about. Not everybody celebrates your freedom. Some people built their comfort around your self-abandonment. The quieter you were, the easier you were to keep. The more available you were, the less anyone had to question themselves. Your silence protected their comfort. Your people-pleasing protected their expectations. Your shrinking protected their certainty. Then something happened. You mastered yourself. The moment you stopped abandoning yourself, your authenticity became inconvenient. Not because you became cruel, not because you became selfish, but because you become unavailable for a role you never consciously chose. When you stop betraying yourself, some people will call it betrayal. When you create boundaries, they'll call you distant. When you protect your peace, they'll call you cold. When you stop apologizing for existing, they'll call you arrogant. They're not reacting to your cruelty. They're reacting to the loss of the version of you that always chose them over yourself. There's a difference, a profound one. Now ask yourself, if belonging requires silence, is it really belonging? If love requires disappearance, is it love? If acceptance demands constant self-erasure, what exactly have you been accepted as? Certainly not yourself. Belonging purchased through self-abandonment is only another form of captivity. Real belonging never asks you to become smaller. Real belonging never punishes authenticity. Real belonging never fears your becoming. Eventually, every soul arrives at the same crossroads. Continue belonging everywhere, except within yourself, or risk misunderstanding to finally experience freedom. Neither path is painless, but only one leads home. Because the greatest loneliness is not being alone, it's spending your entire lifetime separated from yourself. So leave the room, leave the conversation, leave the expectation, leave the performance, leave every identity that survives by abandoning your truth. Leave every place where your authenticity must apologize for existing. Leave every relationship that mistakes your boundaries for rejection. Leave every version of yourself that believes love must earn through exhaustion. If becoming costs your belonging, choose becoming again and again and again. Because there is no greater tragedy than living a life where everyone knows your mask, while nobody, not even you, ever truly meet your soul. One day, you will realize something extraordinary. You didn't lose your place, you outgrew it. What felt like rejection was redirection. What felt like exile was initiation. What felt like loneliness was sacred silence, where you could finally hear your own voice again. The belonging you searched for was never waiting within another person. It was waiting on the other side of your own courage. Return to self. AKUALUX.